What's up, everybody? It's been a couple weeks since I've, done any kind of video update, of the sorts on racing stuff here. Uh, I've been sick the last couple days, well, pretty much since Friday. It's Tuesday today, so I've been down for the count, but finally feeling better today and not sick. So gonna get a little work done out here. Figured I'd bring the camera out here, just do a little time lapsing and stuff. I'm not gonna get a whole lot done just because I'm still waiting on motor parts. Which, again, I'm not in no big hurry because it's off season. But I know Riley's been busy, with his normal day job plus everything else he's got going on. So I hadn't even been bugging him about it. Um, but I'm pretty sure the motor parts have came in and we can get the rest of this put back together and hopefully fire this thing off within the next week or so. Probably either, if it ain't the next few days, then it'll be after Christmas, New Year's. But either way, well, it'll be soon. But I'm gonna finish taking the body off the modified today because I got very lucky and I bought a couple raffle spots on Facebook, which huge thanks to Warp Speed, Brad and Dallas and them. Like, I got very lucky. But I want a complete body, both left and right sides, the plastic panels, which that's what I was wanting to go to anyways. So I won 2 doors and 2/4 panels. So that's got the sides taken care of, and I've already found everything else I need to finish everything, as far as a new nose piece, a new hood kit to build me a new hood, the side skirts, valence, all that stuff. So I've already found all that online. I'll probably get all that stuff ordered right around Christmas here, maybe probably after Christmas, but gonna get all that ordered. So winning that body, the sides and everything, took a huge relief off me on having to order stuff. So look forward to that. Still got Brandon gonna do my wrap for me. We hadn't really worked on it a whole lot, but we've pretty much got it narrowed down to, he understands what I'm trying to go for with this year's look and everything, and especially with it being my first modified, like I want it to be top notch, and Brandon's the guy to make it look top notch. So we've already got the ball rolling on that. But yeah, I'm just gonna stick the camera up here on the shelf and just let a little time lapse roll of taking the what's left of the body off this thing. I don't know if I'll get the nose off of it, but I'll definitely get the what's left of the passenger side, and I'll go ahead and get all the driver's side stuff took off, and get my A-pillars, all that stuff took off because those are pretty beat up and we need to make some new ones of those anyway. So I'll quit jibber jabbering. We'll get all this going and see how far we get tonight. Alright, so that didn't take long at all. Got the body off. I love the modified, the fact that the body just comes off with bolts running in the side. Like I don't got to reach under there and have a nut on the back side and having to get that off. Everything just bolts right in the side. Like it's got these fasteners, literally just bolt in every so often. So much easier to take a body off for washing, maintenance, everything, which as you can tell, the car's been sitting for a couple months because racing's over and it's the off season and we're working on getting things done. But working on the rest of this, I'm gonna leave the nose on it until I get ready for to get the new body and everything put on it. That way I can just kind of swap it all over where it's not really in the way, I guess. Right now I'm fixing to dismount some tires. These tires are still very good, but I'm gonna go ahead and dismount them because I'm gonna get ready to take these. And as you saw, I took the spoiler and spoiler sides off, taking those, and I'm gonna have the wheels sandblasted because they're chrome, but I gotta have those sandblasted. I'm gonna sand the spoiler and spoiler sides and changing the color on them. I'm gonna take them to my brother and we're gonna powder coat them. The spoiler and spoiler sides are most likely getting changed to like a fluorescent orange color. Getting rid of the chrome on the wheels here. Gonna make those black. Just they're already chipping, and you know you can tell they've been used, which means they're not supposed to be show car quality by any means, because I mean, hey, it's race car, but still gonna get rid of the chrome. And instead of ordering 6-7 new wheels, I can just have these sandblasted and powder coat them black, and they'll look and be just like brand new. So saving some money there. I do still got to order some wheels, but I've got 6 wheels here total, so I've got plenty of spares. But I've got to order me like probably two more different offsets than these for the right rear, because the right rear is a different offset than the other 3. So I do got to order some more right rear wheels, but other than that, I got plenty of spares. I'm gonna see about getting these tires dismounted here. Probably about all I get done tonight, honestly, just because one, I'm just waiting on parts to show up in the mail, like some other body parts and stuff. I'm waiting on a few more wiring things. I got my switch panel. I don't know if I showed it in the last video. I don't think I did. I may have, I may not, I don't know. But here's a sneak peek. Well, not really a sneak peek, but here's what the intake and the valve covers and stuff look like. We kind of did a fade on those. It'll show up a lot better out in the sunlight and daylight, but got all those done. But I can't remember if I showed this or not in the last one, but I've always wanted a switch panel like this, even though it's more of like a drag racing style. This would be a lot simpler. I can put it in there and just have a on and off button or a momentary switch for the starter, and then just have like ignition, three-wheel brake, and whatever else I want to put on these 2 accessory switches. But I always wanted a switch panel like that just because it seemed cooler and a little bit more ease of access. I've had very bad luck with like your traditional toggle switches breaking and going out, and like the push button in this car right now, the push button to use the starter is pretty much gone, which I mean, there's no telling how old it is either, but the push button is just absolutely shot. Like you can press it probably 30 times and maybe 2 out of those 30 it'll bump the motor. So went ahead and got that, and I may go ahead and get that wired up within the next week or so. Which, like I said, again, I'm not in a huge rush. Like I've already decided I'm not even going to attempt to try to go to Ice Bowl. I've got too much going on here at home and trying to get the rest of this put back together, and I've already started ordering body parts and other stuff. So I'll probably go help somebody at the Ice Bowl, but as far as me racing the Ice Bowl, I'm not even gonna worry about trying to go to that. I'll just go ahead and get this thing ready and be set on go for when racing season rolls around here around maybe February, March, whatever. So I'm gonna put the camera back up here and do like just a little more one quick time lapse. We'll try to get these tires broke down and get the wheels ready to go, and we'll see where we end up after that. Alright, so got all the wheels broke down, did a little time lapse of that. I gotta say, these are a lot easier to do than late model wheels, one just because of the size of them, so I like this a lot better. Pretty much that's gonna wrap it up for tonight though. I mean, this was just a little quick video update. I mean, I think I've been out here maybe an hour total, hour and a half getting all this done. Stopped and took a break because I had to charge the camera, but made some progress. Got spare tires right there. I got trash everywhere. Don't come at me. We've had all these burn bans and everything, and I hadn't felt like going to the dump, so I got cardboard boxes everywhere along the outside of the building here too, from parts and everything else. But I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video. I know I mentioned the motor was hurt, and I think I said what was wrong with it, but it broke the push rod while it was sitting here idling. I just washed the car outside and backed it back in with my stick from the outside here. Got it inside here and was just sitting here letting it run, and all of a sudden it just started making a god-awful noise and shut it off real quick. Well, when Riley was helping me pull the motor apart, he found the problem right off the bat. And I don't know if I've showed it, but here is what's left of the one that broke. Got lucky and found both pieces. One piece was wedged underneath one of the guide plates in the top of the head, and the other piece, I can't remember which piece, but the other piece was almost in the bottom end of the motor, but he was able to get it out with a magnet there. But come to find out, this motor is in need of some serious help. It's I don't even know how to explain it. It needs some love, and for the components that I have found out that's inside this motor, it doesn't have the right push rods in it, so that's why it broke. Because apparently these are just like the factory size push rods. These have had to have been ground out on the back. A couple other things, but it's just, yeah, it's needing more work than what I originally thought, so it's kind of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. It's winter time and it's all getting changed. Like I said, that fuel pump and everything's fixing to come off. I'm converting everything to E85 here over the winter, so I'll obviously have to have different fuel pump, and obviously I'll be replacing the filter and all that jazz. Probably going to go with a different serpentine style setup here, and get rid of this style, the V-belt style, and go to just a one belt system to where it drives the power steering, water pump, all that, and that whole setup make life a little bit easier. And obviously with changing pump and everything, I'll be redoing my fuel situation here. I think I touched on some of that in the last video, but again, just kind of a refresher update. I gotta get a longer drive shaft because that one is dangerously too short. Gotta fix the truck arm mount back here. The truck arm mount is bent to the right, so I didn't notice that at first, but gotta replace that, which again, no big deal. But it's just the more I tear the car apart, the kind of more I'm finding things. But you know, it is what it is. It ain't nothing catastrophic. It ain't nothing that can't be fixed. Just glad it's winter time and I'm not really missing out on any races on having to get all this stuff fixed. But we'll be getting rid of this 5 miles of power steering line here too, that's looped up and ran about. I've already talked with some of the guys at SFP that did my late model lines and stuff, and I'm just gonna have new lines made to run like just the correct distance here to where I don't have all this access just kind of tied up and in the way of everything, and just asking for one of these zip ties to break or something and take a chance on it getting caught up in the fan blade there or whatever. So that'll all be getting changed and fixed, just trying to reduce any kind of risk of crap happening. All the late model stuff you see left is Leon's with his Capital car that's sitting out here. So all the late model tires and all this stuff is still his, which all that over there is old tires. I still got to figure out where to take old tires and get rid of those at. I've not quite found that out. I tried to go to the dump and take them over there because you can take passenger car tires and stuff like that. And I think it's like $2 a tire, $3 a tire, something like that. But I took those over there and they wouldn't take them because they're not passenger car tires. So I can't just throw them in the woods or anything because I'm the only person around here within a handful of miles that has a race car, and people around here know it. So if anybody ever saw them, they would know it was me, and I wouldn't want to do that anyways. So if anybody around Cleveland, Chattanooga, Sweetwater, just anywhere in this general area, where do y'all go to get rid of used tires? Because I got a bunch of them I need to get rid of. But either way, let's go end it off here. I'm ready to go inside and get a shower, get some dinner. You can probably catch us online racing tonight with Brandon and Barry and French and Olinger and everybody. We've all been having a pretty good time, so you can check that out on Twitch. But yeah, we're gonna call it good here and go inside and, like I said, grab a shower, get some dinner, finish watching the Mario movie that I got going back there, and see about ordering some more parts. So we'll catch you on the next one.